was a Bitcoin. Yeah. Yes.
So how y'all doing? My name is ASAP Twelvyy, the one and only, legend of the ASAP mob, you feel me? And, representing New York, Harlem World, Bronx, the whole New York, everything. And how I came into contact with Bitcoin was about, it might have been like 4 or 5 years. I do a lot of studying. So, I attend YouTube University, like many of us, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really graduate college or nothing. I dropped out of college twice. So, me, I'm a fiend for knowledge. I'm a fiend for technology. I'm a fiend for anything that's springing us forward into the future. Even though I know AI could be the death of us, but I still just like to learn about it. You know what I'm saying? And, in my journey, I started hearing more about digital currency, not even cryptocurrency. So I started hearing more like, digital currency. And digital currency to me at that time was like me playing NBA 2K and stacking up my VC, my virtual currency. So yeah, like I was looking at the whole field. I'm like, I'm looking at it from a video gamer perspective. I play video games. I love the currency we have in video games because that's how we get the fly shit in Grand Theft Auto, Metal Gear Solid, NBA 2K. It's like we using digital currency to armor ourselves, to equip ourselves in the video games. So I looked at Bitcoin as the same way, like, I could arm myself. You know what I'm saying? I could have my inventory crazy with this Bitcoin. I could use it the same way I use it for Grand Theft Auto. You know what I'm saying? I could fuck around and get an Avenger one day off this. You know what I'm saying? So I just started learning the game and learning how to invest, and Bitcoin just sent me on a rabbit hole, from smart contracts to the blockchain. But like Bitcoin just started my journey. And, like right now I do Bitcoin investing like daily if I'm like not doing too much, or bi-weekly, like I got like auto pay on my shit.
Yeah, that's a good method. Just stacking slowly.
Just stacking slowly.
Not even, yeah. So what do you think about like Bitcoin versus gold? I mean, you got Bitcoin right on your phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to go get gold validated. It's a pain. So like, what do you think about those two? Do you have investments like that? Do you compare them?
See, me, I just started buying more jewelry. And as far as like gold, like, learning more about gold, coming from like the art form I'm in, a lot of people spend money on diamonds, And I'm like, diamonds is cool, but from what I noticed, I'm always losing a stone, From the gold pieces I have or have had in my life, I never lost any gold, Like piece of gold ain't fall out. It's like the gold is super solid. So like I'm down with investing in gold, but I feel like Bitcoin I can really see. Like I could go on my phone right now and look at where is Bitcoin at or where it's been, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with gold, but it's like with Bitcoin, I could really play and interact. I don't gotta go to a jewelry store. I don't gotta go to a certified, gold specialist to buy Bitcoin. I could fuck around and watch Gary V and be like, damn, I wanna go buy some more Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Or I could go to Bitcoin magazine and learn about it. Like I'm not gonna lie, I learned about Bitcoin magazine last week. And I was like, oh shit. And the first piece of information that I withdrew from it was the El Salvador turning like as I guess the first foreign nation to have Bitcoin as like a full, working system. And I was like, wow, I learned this on Bitcoin magazine. So right now I'm more into being like, let me, instead of buying a chain, let me buy some Bitcoin. You feel me? Because my money could fuck around, flip, double, triple, quadruple. Then I could go buy all the gold I want. You know what I'm saying? But I might have to be patient, but I'm definitely willing to invest more into Bitcoin than gold.
Yeah, so you see Bitcoin as an investment, and gold is kind of like your just jewelry, just like real world stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I know gold is the highest conductor of electricity. So I know it's gonna come a point where I'm gonna need it. But also I feel like, same thing with Bitcoin. It's gonna come to a point where I need it. Like they going into a cashless system. Biden they changing laws. They changing some wild laws. You feel me? Like monitoring our transactions over $500-600, stuff like that. Like I'm not doing anything illegal, but still, like I can't spend my money freely. What if I wanted to buy $800 worth of porn? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really want to, but like I should have the choice to do whatever I want. Even like, what if I need to buy $1,000 worth of groceries to feed my family? Why should that be on the IRS's, you know what I'm saying, transcript,
Yeah, so you're looking for like unsurveillable, unstoppable money.
Unstoppable at the end of the day, unstoppable. That's a fact. Quick, what if I need to transfer, like bank transfers be taking like 3 to 5 business days. Like, yo, I want my money now. Like when I worked for it, I worked then, when I created in that moment. So my transaction should be instant.
You ever thought about receiving money for your music in Bitcoin or money for your gaming or Discord?
Yes. I'm still trying to learn the parameters of it. I did a video. What a day just dropped. So the initial conversation with the director was, yo, bro, could you pay me in Bitcoin? So I'm like, at first I'm like, nah, right? But then I really studied it and I'm like, damn, like if I pay this person in Bitcoin, it's only gonna raise his value or his investment. You know what I'm saying? So why not? So then I called him earlier, like, you still want to take that payment in Bitcoin? He was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't know too much about it. So I'm letting him know, like, learn more about it, and then we can make that transaction. You know what I'm saying? But I feel as though, like, my next few steps, if somebody do want to pay me, yeah, pay me in Bitcoin, pay me in crypto.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I get annoyed with counting cash anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I gotta be like, it's a vibe. Like when you create, but I could be writing a song. I could be reading a book with my hands.
Yeah, Bitcoin's more efficient for sure. I think so. I'll have to show you how to set it up. You can get that link on. I saw your song drop yesterday. It's good, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love that. We'll have to share that. But yeah, you can get a link right in that YouTube video and people can tip you in Bitcoin for that music.
Same fucking word.
Yeah, man.
Bro,
I'll have to set it up for you.
No problem. Like I'm an independent artist. I don't have no record deal, no manager, no agent, no, none of that. None of the traditional staff that you would need to run a record label or a business. Like me, I do this with like my brother, my cousins, my people, the artists that like are signed to my label, and then my Discord. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be dope if we could have a system where it's like, yo, this is our Bitcoin link. Tip the guys. And then I feed that shit to my Discord.
Easy. Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, man. And like you said, lightning fast. Like the settlements are instantaneous. So
yes,
you don't have to wait. And it's 24/7. It doesn't close at 5 o'clock. That's something, yeah, that's something people like. It's underrated, I think. The ability to just send money any time of the day to anyone in the world. Any one of your fans, anyone in the world.
That's a fact.
It's like, how do you, as you grow as an artist and a musician, maintaining kind of your business frame of mind and how Bitcoin could work into that?
So business wise, I'm thinking smart contract wise, right? Or on the blockchain wise, right? Bitcoin, because it's extremely efficient, and then it's machine like. So it's like if we set it up like, not like auto pay, but it's like a similar system. Like I no longer need a record deal to put out music. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole different community that could build help me build my business, help me build my corporation. You know what I'm saying? They got like it's like not the angel investors, but they be having like the Bitcoin communities that they all put in so they could like buy stuff. I see it like that, like me linking with like-minded individuals that are independent artists, and we all got the same idea. Like, yo, we tired of having to, you know, have the middleman, which is the label, the venue. Nah, like, what if it's like, all right, it's Bitcoin sponsored venues. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, what? It's a Bitcoin only sponsored venue? I could take my music there. I could take my shows there. I could take my brand there. That'd be some new shit. And then it'd be like a whole underground circuit that's just like Bitcoin only. You know what I'm saying? We could just be like on the frontier that like, we don't even have to go through Ticketmaster. You know what I'm saying? You could get your ticket through Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? We could send you all right, boom. Like you said, y'all could put the link on your joint so they could tip you. So them same people that's investing and supporting my music on my YouTube, my Spotify, or my Instagram or whatever, we could give them incentives. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could have enough Bitcoin to gas up my own coin, you know, LYBB coin, fiber coin, you know what I'm saying? Just using Bitcoin as the forefront to start new business ventures. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've been seeing a lot of people do, like, I guess with the Top Shot cards and shit like that, or whatever the case may be, people are using the Bitcoin to make other systems. And I was like, yo, that's dope. Like, what different kind of system musically could I make? Could I make the next Spotify that's like, you know, Bitcoin only? You know, the next Apple Music.
Get paid per stream.
You know what I'm saying? As I listen, but it goes directly to me. And then it's like, it's even more efficient because then I see that person. You see that person on your blockchain, like, oh, this person really supported me, whether they're in Montana or Montego Bay. You know what I'm saying? You can see it. Like, I would love to scale my business way more efficient than that, you know?
Yeah. So it sounds like, and I noticed this too, like one of the problems in banking and in business is you have to trust somebody. But with Bitcoin, there's no third party you have to trust. It's direct. It's me to you, or you to someone else. You know what I'm saying? There's no one getting in the way or intercepting that money.
Or that art. You know what I'm saying? Just a direct exchange. We need more of that, especially in the times we're in right now. It's like, well, you might be mandated to even go in the bank. Like, you can't even go in the bank. You know what I'm saying? You might need a mask or a negative COVID test or a vaccination to go in the bank. And, you know, what if I don't want to do that day? What if I don't feel like dealing with that? What if I just want, I need to send money to my mother. She needs to buy groceries, you know? So I feel like every supermarket should be able to accept Bitcoin, you know, like to feed each other. Or if not every supermarket going to accept it, then we start that supermarket that's accepting Bitcoin.
Yeah, because they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose competition if they don't accept it, especially if the whole country of El Salvador is accepting it.
You feel me? So, you know, if El Salvador, America got to get on it soon, you know. But by the time it's like America is on it, it's like they're going to tax it so crazy and shit like that it's going to be out of hand. So we need something that we can control. We need to be in control of our accounts, you know. And we also need to learn. Like, it's so new that it's so much time to learn and understand. Like, money and banking and all this stuff been around so long that the rules change and, you know, the regulations change and the people that's, like you said, you got to trust somebody. The people that's controlling the money change. You know what I'm saying? What, Fort Knox? Like, is it money still in Fort Knox? Like, what's going on? Like, you know, the financial district downtown, me as a African-American man, I can't even go down there and do certain type of business. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, give the power back to the person, the being, the creator.
Sure. Absolutely. So with El Salvador adopting Bitcoin, it's kind of like your idea of the 2K money is coming to real life. I mean, this is becoming real life money. So maybe you could talk about the future of Bitcoin?
So the future of Bitcoin, 2K money, the VC, like in 2K, which hit VC, you could go to the barbershop. You could, I could go to the barbershop with my VC. So that's gonna happen soon. Soon it's just like, oh, like my barber all day, he just sits and watch like stock channels and stuff like that. My barber is so invested in Bitcoin, it's crazy. Like sometimes he can, bro, I just made this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? So even having that conversation with your peers is great, seeing where it's going. Like I have a lot of friends that have like solo businesses, and to see that they're learning about Bitcoin and collecting Bitcoin, I see like, oh, you trying to change up the way you accept money, change the way you transact everything. You know what I'm saying? And I see like that's the future. Soon I'm gonna be going into McDonald's and they like, yo, we don't accept cash. You can only put your phone right here. Like that's gonna happen. But aside from that, I guess like paying doctor bills and stuff like that. It's easier to figure out how I'm gonna pay for my doctor bill or my medicine, or maybe we find a way to have an insurance policy that's Bitcoin only. Like I don't know how that'll work, but that sounds like it'll be fire. Like I feel like that's the next step. Or even like going to the gym, and it's like you can't, like, one Bitcoin is expensive. One Bitcoin right now is $47,000, right? You know what I'm saying? So I could go to the gym with like a fraction, like a 8.877 of a Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like as a person, like as a mathematical person, it might be more of a relaxing feeling to be like, let me just do this with these numbers and play like this, or just, all right, it cost me 1/8 to be in the gym today, instead of like, yo, damn, I gotta count 100 cash. I gotta go to the teller. That might take away from my time. It's like, I feel like it's cutting time in half. You know what I'm saying? It's cutting stress in half and shit like that. If you know the game, so time is money. So us saving time is also going to save us money. So shout out to Bitcoin Magazine. My first time, like, it came up on my timeline. Like, I was like, oh, what's this? Then I checked it out. And the first article I read, which like led me into a rabbit hole, was the El Salvador became the first country to make Bitcoin, a digital currency as a whole country. You feel me? And I still got to learn more about it, but it was just dope to have a magazine show you that. It's like reading the New York Times. Like, and that's how I kind of found it. Like, I even read the Wall Street Journal or the New York Times. And I think what led me to it was a president, the governor or mayor of Miami has said that we need like a Bitcoin president. So then when he said that, I was kind of like, I had to read it. I'm like, yo, what does he mean? Like, do we need like a president for the sector of Bitcoin? Like on some like the Department of Treasury or some shit like that? So then I'm like, what does he mean? And they just start making me think. Then I ran across Bitcoin Magazine. Then I seen the El Salvador stuff. And then I'm like, hold on, whoa, what's going on? Like, like it went from, a couple months ago, NFTs and stuff to now like Bitcoin presidents and stuff like that. So it's like, this cryptocurrency shit is taking over the world, especially to think about it on the fact that like, we need a Bitcoin president or a president that's, pro Bitcoin, you know what I'm saying? Because our president right now is just pro tax. You know what I'm saying? It's like they want to take our money more than they want to make us money. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we need a person in power that's gonna help us really elevate and also execute.
So you would vote for a Bitcoin president?
I will vote for a Bitcoin president. I don't see anything wrong with it. I see more efficiency. And like I said, I see time saving. Saving time saves money. Time is money. I'm big on Bit.
All right, Bitcoiners, I want to tell you about our newest sponsor. This show is brought to you by Ledn.io. I have been super, super impressed with the guys over at Ledn. I've actually known the co-founders, Adam and Mauricio, for a very long time. I've had the pleasure to watch them build Ledn up from a tiny, tiny startup to now a super impressive institutional grade Bitcoin and crypto lender. Y'all, I'm so impressed with these guys. They are offering some of the best rates out there. I don't think anyone even comes close to touching them. You can get 6.1% APY on your first 2 Bitcoin that you deposit into Ledn interest accounts, and you can get 8.5% US on USDC deposits. I mean, I know all the competitors. They're not even close. If you're going to put your crypto and your Bitcoin into an interest account, Ledn is by far the best. And on top of that, like I said, these guys are hardcore Bitcoiners, and they know the products and the services that Bitcoiners want and appreciate. They come up with B2X. It allows you to put your Bitcoin in, they leverage it up, and you can, with one click of the mouse, get twice the exposure to Bitcoin. So if you're super bullish, Ledn has you covered with a super, super easy way to get leverage with B2X. And then on top of that, they know that Bitcoiners care about your reserves. They know that Bitcoiners don't like under reserved and not full reserved financial institutions. So they are pushing the frontier in transparency in the digital asset lending space. And they are the first digital asset lender to do a full proof of reserves and proof of attestation through a Mariano LLC, a public accounting firm. So the Ledn guys, they know what Bitcoiners like. They are legit. I encourage you guys to check them out. Do your own research and go to Ledn.io. That is LEDN.io and learn more.
Yo, what is going on, plebs? We're going to take a break from our programming to tell you about the resurrection of our print magazine, starting with the El Salvador issue. Starting this fall, Bitcoin Magazine will be available on newsstands nationwide and at retail stores such as Barnes and Noble. Don't want to get off your couch, though? No problem. You can also go to store.bitcoinmagazine.com. So skip the line and get each issue shipped directly to your front door with our annual subscription. I'm talking 4 issues a year that contain exclusive interviews and profiles with leading Bitcoiners, actionable insights on the state of the market, breaking news and cultural trends, along with powerful photos and artwork from the best artists in the world. Subscribe today and get 21% off using code podcast at checkout. That's PODCAST podcast at checkout.
You think Bitcoin's the future?
I think Bitcoin's the future. I can see my kids buying their own land with Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Because that's, kids right now, I'm hearing about kids taking a birthday and Christmas money and putting it into either Robinhood or Cash App or Coinbase. Like, they taking $250 and they putting it in something and they saving it. Like, what is a kid gonna spend $200 on? You know what I'm saying? So if it's like you got some money laying around for your kid, you'll put that in Bitcoin and watch it grow. It's gonna be crazy. It's better than having a bank account.
Absolutely. All right, man. Give me some price predictions. Where do you think Bitcoin's going to sit at the end of the year?
At the end of the year, we got 3 months left. Really? 3 months left. We have 47. We got 47, and the world is going back to work, right? Because if you think about it, the world, as far as a working force, starts in New York, right? New York just made the mandate mandated. It's like it's no more unemployment. So they cut off the unemployment, right? The price of food is going up, right? And people got to go back to work, right? So I feel like by the end of the year, Bitcoin might be. Oh, and we got to factor in it's cold, so it's less air conditioners being used. You know what I'm saying? The way we use electricity is about to change for the next few months. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a lot of more people playing video games. It's going to be a lot of people on the internet. There's going to be a lot of people back in their crib. So I feel like Bitcoin going to go up maybe a good $7,000, $5,000 to $7,000 before the year is over. I can't see it going 10 to 15 to 20 because it's like we in too short of a window. You know what I'm saying? From now to January 1st. But now that I really realize that everybody gonna be in a house for a little while, it's gonna go up. Cause it's gonna be more people, I guess, mining, you know what I'm saying? And they got, you know, more power to mine because it might not be that hot in the crib. You know what I'm saying? They could just do what they do, you know what I'm saying? So I see it going up like another 5,000 to 7,000, you know. So it's just 47, 52, maybe 55, you know.
It's gonna surprise you, bro. It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be even bigger.
Oh yeah, I've seen it go up. I've seen it go 10,000 in a day.
But it's like sometimes it go up, then it go down.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like 2022 is gonna be a way better and bigger year than 2021, and way more people gonna be in working mode, right? So you're right, it might go up 10, but then I feel like if it go up 10, it's gonna come down like 2,500.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's
okay,
still gonna be in that space, but it's just gonna come down a little, you know what I'm saying? But then in 2022, like by February and March, you know, depending on the moves is make, or depending on what's the next country to make Bitcoin their national crypto, like, you know, digital currency. Like it could be motherfucking London or something. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody got to invest in it. And then it just really shoots up, you know? Like we just waiting for that first big powerhouse country to be like, well, we're using Bitcoin as our currency. And then you're gonna see the dominoes fall. Boom, 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 boom.
Absolutely. So what's your Bitcoin strategy?
So like I said, like me, if I have, like I got an extra $200 on the table. So I'm gonna do what I have to do today, and then say I got $100 left. You know, I got a half left. I will take half of that and I will put it in my Cash App. You know, and that's what I like to do. Like anything that's extra, I like to throw it in my Cash App. If somebody wanna, you know, because I got a brand. You know, this is last year being broke. You know, we got fiber too, first year being rich, but right now we on our last year being broke shit. You know, we even got a last year being broke cryptocurrency Bitcoin hoodie. You know, if you watch the Mecca video I'm wearing it, it's so fire. No, I was the first person to do it, especially in my lane. You know what I'm saying? So my strategy is like staying educated. You know, now I'm plugged in with you, Alex, and I'm plugged in with the magazine. I'm gonna be reading so much more on Bitcoin that it's just gonna make it easier for me, champ. You know, you might hit me with a tip like, yo, bro, I think you should do this today. You know what I'm saying? Like now I could really study because I'm with somebody that, yo, that know the game, or the Bitcoin magazine. Like the Bitcoin magazine is going to be the biggest magazine for it. So just study the magazine, study the trends, study the countries that's hopping in, study the businesses that's hopping in, study the products being made strictly for Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? So that's my strategy. Just learn it. Like same way it's like NBA 2K or Metal Gear Solid. They always got updates. You know, anything like any game or anything with something like mathematical always has an update. So you just got to pay attention to the updates and pay attention to the patterns, and then you will stay ahead. You know what I'm saying? Inevitably, you're going to lose, but you always going to win.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. You should get so you have a merch shop online, huh?
LastYearBeingBroken.com.
LastYearBeingBroke.com. I will put that in bio. We need to
thank you so much.
We need to get make it so you can accept Bitcoin there as well.
Yes. And I've been speaking to my people about that all year. So soon as it's final, we definitely going to do it. Because it's also like, I guess, covering like taxes with it and everything like that, you know, as far as my business. I just got to learn that back end of that. And then I'm definitely going to jump in. So if you got any tips for that as well, I'm all ears.
I'll tell you you can legally avoid taxes completely with Bitcoin. Don't sell it. Just don't sell it.
Just keep it.
Just keep it. And then when you can buy things with it in the future, you can work it out, but just keep track of when you buy it, which if you're using an application, it'll do it for you. But there's no taxes for holding Bitcoin or buying it, right? So you can fill up your bag and you don't have to report it. You don't have to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And with all these new tax laws and regulations, do you think that's going to stay the same?
I don't know, but it'll stay the same at least till next April.
Yes.
And then we'll see. And you'll know, especially if you're watching Bitcoin Magazine, if any laws change, you'll know. We'll tell everybody, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But in any case, the nice thing about Bitcoin is no one can take it from you. Like you can keep, if you get a hardware wallet, you can keep the words for it in your head and no one can steal it from you. Like it's a password, you know?
It's like the cold wallet and a hot wallet, right?
Yeah, yeah. If you get yourself a cold wallet, it's unconfiscatable. So you'd be pretty secure.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like keeping all my Bitcoin info in one place. I already went through the Coinbase losing the password, and you have to, if you keep putting in the wrong password, you might be in jeopardy of losing all your cash, all your crypto. So I definitely been more in tune with trying to just keep all the information intact for this.
Yeah.
Because this is gonna be forever. This is the new thing. This is the future.
For sure. I can set you up security wise. I'll just send you a link. It's like a metal plate. And you just put out the code on it and then you just hide that plate. And you don't need to remember it. You could forget about it. If you need to travel, you just, you know, take out that plate only if you need to sell. But yeah, it's a conversation for another time, man.
That's another thing about Bitcoin. Like, you know, I'm used to traveling the world and having to call my bank like, yo, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be here. Then it's like, not only that, currency exchange prices here, this, that, and the third. Then I gotta switch this money to that money. So it's like, I feel like Bitcoin to make it easier to travel and you know, have fun and live your life and just travel how you need to travel, you know? And I just can't wait till it's like just a full system, or just like, I think they used to have this shit called the Green Book, more or less the Chitlin circuit down south. It's like a circuit where other like-minded businesses are all in cahoots and you can handle business according to the route that you're on. And I feel like Bitcoin gonna be the same way. Like, oh, yo, Alex, you know that I use Bitcoin? Yo, Twelvyy, I think you should do business with these people or buy these products with these people, or, you know, anything in that lane just to keep making the circuit of Bitcoin run more efficiently. You know what I'm saying? And then we got kind of like a zagat of, you know, the Bitcoin circuit, you know?
Yeah, man. Bitcoin's community for real. Like there's a lot of support there from a lot of people. Anything else you want to add before I let you go here today?
Shout out to Nick, man. You know, shout out to Alex, shout out to Bitcoin Magazine. You know, shout out to all the Bitcoin miners. You know, shout out to everybody. Like, shout out to, you know, what's my man, Satoshi. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody.
Yeah.
I just wrote a song called Satoshi Nakamoto. You know what I'm saying? I just want to do more research and more learning. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm in it for. You know, really learning it, because it's a whole new frontier. And I'm gonna just keep looking at it the way I look at video games, the way I look at Grand Theft Auto 2K. And I know that way I prevail, you know, because at the end of the day, it's about compound interest, you know, and getting more coins, you know, like we on a Mario Kart race. We need them coins.
Yes, sir. For sure. The last thing I was thinking to tell you is we have a huge conference. It'll be 40,000 people in April.
Yes.
In Miami. Did you know about that?
Nah, but Miami, a conference? I'm trying to.
Yeah, you should come. You should come. Yeah, we should see if you can perform or something.
Yo, bro, holla at me, man.
Yeah.
You know
yeah, I will.
Or like, cause even the performance would be great. It would be like miraculous. I would kill that. But being in that space, just being in that space with 30 to 40,000 geniuses, you know what I'm saying? And we getting to talking, we getting to connecting, networking, You know what I'm saying? That'd be dope for me. It'll make me feel like, okay, I'm really having a say-so and a stance in this community, not just being one of them people on, like, I'm not one of the people on Twitter that just be like, yo, this big, like, nah, I'm not even like that. I know what I know, you know, if you know, you know, and I learn what I learned. And I feel like even me researching the right way got me and you on the same page, you know what I'm saying? Because if I wasn't doing my research, I would have never ran into you. You would have never connected with me. Even when I got your DMs, I was like, what the fuck? You know, like, sometimes I'm extremely humble. I be forgetting who I am. You know, sometimes I'm so much of a student, I be forgetting I'm the professor. So when you hit me, I was like, for real? Bro, that's why I hit you on Instagram and Twitter. I'm like, yo, for real, bro? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm eager because it's something I've been investing in for like, you know, many years now, but now it's just getting its just due, you know? So I'm happy that I'm respected and acknowledged, and I'm happy that you're respected and acknowledged on your platform, and we just connecting the dots, because I'm not too sure if you had like any like New York rappers on your platform before, you know?
Not yet. You're the first one.
You feel me? I was born in Harlem, New York. I grew up in the Bronx. I grew up in the Mecca of everything. So I have to be a part of everything that's the beginning, you know?
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna have to come out and see you sometime. I'm in New Haven.
Bro, you know, I love CT. Pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
One of my favorite restaurants is in Connecticut. Elm Street Diner.
Okay. Check it out.
Fire.
Yeah. You got anyone else in APmob interested in Bitcoin, or someone you can recommend so we can just grow this network? I mean, I got you. You're my touch point for that scene. So,
you know, I won't give up too many names yet. I'll make sure that they cool with having these convos, you know what I'm saying? But all my brothers are pioneers, you know? So I'm pretty sure like they'll have a lot to talk about. We just have to have the perfect timing. Like, even on some, like, you said, the whole Miami shit, it'd be like, if we could really get it to that point, I come and show them. You know, I'm like, yo, bro, look, this is what's going on. Like, this is really what's going on. We could hit the business seminar in Miami. We could be like, yo, we can have fun. This is a whole new game.
Yeah. It's gonna be a fun conference, man.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
My brother going to Bitcoin though. Like, I was the first person to tell Rocky, Ferg, Lou, Nas, Addy, you know, and when they seen me start making money off it, they was like, oh, like, for real? You know, with certain investments, it's kind of like, oh, what if? Like, maybe. But I'm like, nah, bro, like, this shit is working, it's climbing, it's growing, you know? And we don't want to be at the door looking in, trying to get in, not later on. Like, nah, the time is now.
Yo. Yeah, it's never too late, but you know what I mean? We're still early, but you got to get it. Like, you got to hop on.
Because they mine that last Bitcoin is.
That's it, man. It's like this. It's like real estate in Manhattan 100 years ago. It's like, how many blocks you want, man? How many blocks that you're gonna buy?
Was a Bitcoin. Yep.